Hello everybody and welcome for a new video about Kerbal Space Program. This video is all about tourism. The next video will be about, I don't remember it, I think it's some missions with a plane, and the next video will be all about an entire mission to the moon. So the next episode are planned and very complete, so it's important episodes to watch. This one is not the most important, excuse me. If there's some problems with my microphone, tell me in the comments, because I don't know if there still was problems with that, because when I started the recording of that I had to just slap my microphone and just take it and just punch it through my table, because it has sound problems. It makes noises that I cannot just take off, and it was the only solution that worked and that I found to make this again working. So yes, it's a strange microphone and it works, so when you have a problem with something, just punch it and it will work. So this is a little rocket to the moon for tourists. So it's orbit around the moon. It's basic thing, and it's not very expensive, excuse me. It's cost effective. So 29,000 bucks, and it will just get us more than 50,000 or 100,000. So it's very nice. It flies great, because I got Jebediah and pilot, because Jebediah is just able to take prograde and retrograde, so it basically helps us a lot. I don't know how to upgrade Jebediah, it's a real problem, and the other pilot, I will upgrade them in a space station that I will build in the next episode, after the next episode, after the next episode. So after this long just sentence, the rocket is at 12,000 meters above the sea level, above the ground here, but it's the sea, the ground, so it's the sea level. We are at more than Mach 1, so approximately Mach 2. The rocket is flying great, and our trajectory seems perfect. So our apoapsis is raising up, our speed also, we are at Mach 3, we passed Mach 3, so separating the boosters. I love this moment, and turning on the engine, the main engine, for just some seconds, because we need to raise up our apoapsis to 75 kilometers. So the passengers are right here, they are happy and they have a great view. So our orbit is, we are in orbit that the naval says, but we are not. In fact, we are just in orbital flight, but not in orbit. So let's just speed up the time a little bit. The rocket is going on well. We don't have any problem, any issues. It's very rare when you see that I started to cut the videos and to take off parts that I don't want, to just let you suffer, and some of them were very long. I think it was not on this, maybe on the previous video, but there was one where I just did a lot of just orbits to just break with the engine, without the engine in fact, so it was very long and annoying. So you've seen the view of the passengers, nice view. For the price of the ticket, it's important to have that nice view. So our periapsis is raising up. We have almost a circular orbit. We have 900 meters of delta V left in this stage. It's the second stage, but it's the main stage, but it's the second because I count the boosters as a separate stage, because I use them in first mission. So we need to make some encounters, maneuvers and others. So this is real-time gameplay, or almost. So we just have to take our ascendant node and correct it with the pink things, the triangles, and then we have to just accelerate, decelerate, and move on the way of that to just make a perfect encounter. I don't need to be really close, I just need to encounter the moon, but for me I think it's better to just be very close of the moon because it's useful and anything. So the burn was just messed up. I put it before, so there we are, a great burn with just not that much fuel. It's good because we don't have so much fuel to waste. The mission needs to go back to Kerbin, so we won't waste a lot of fuel. My favorite YouTuber on this channel will have made that without half of my parts. It's just a question of putting more or less parts, but I'm not very good at just optimizing the weight of the rocket, so I made a slight difference that makes me able to just make mistakes, because I'm human, I make mistakes, and it works great even with that. So the periapsis around the moon is set. We will encounter the moon in 1 hour, no, in 4 hours. So the real life moon mission took approximately 3 days. The new moon missions take a lot of time more. It's 3 days to encounter. I think it was more because they left on the surface for some time. And our last mission was 14 days because I messed up with the re-entry part of the mission, but this time it will only be 1 or 2 days because it's just encounter the moon, here we are, and after we will break down. So I just went a little bit around the moon, so as you can see the moon is pretty close from us. I just made some science, but it wasn't that interesting to do because I don't get a lot of science, just 4.6, 15, around 20 total, so it's not worth it to make a moon mission to that point. We will make another moon mission after, because when I'm recording this I already made the first steps on the moon in this game and already made a space station that you will see in respectively 2 and 3 weeks. So here is more important to make the science, because I do forget to make that here. I don't know why, but here I have more than 50 science total, so it's a lot and it's useful. But here I just messed up. When the pilot goes out, the rocket starts spinning up. I think it's because the SAS was set to turn, and as you know, in space the movement conserves itself, so when the Kerbin wasn't here to just stop the movement, it was just a little bit messy over here. So raising down our periapsis this time, because we need to get back at 53 kilometers above the ground, because I just looked at this and it's the perfect distance, more than 50 to not burn alive, but less than 60, for example, to just break a little bit. So we have more than 1000 delta V remaining, so let's use that to break, because it's not that expensive, the fuel, and we want our Kerbals to just get home quickly, so we will use waste fuel to just get them more quickly to home. So it's not ecological, but our flag is a tree, you can see it on the capsule, so we are ecologicals, we are eco-friendly, just because we have a tree on the flag, like governments do and big enterprise. We put a tree on our flag, on our symbol, and it means that we are ecologically friendly. And I don't have the word, I learned it in English, because actually we do learn English in school, and some words are actually useful. Quite a lot of them we will not use them in all our life, and the other we already know them. But some words, like I think it was Mm, I already just, I don't remember it. I will say it when I will remember. So this is a thermical view. I think it's a new thing that I show you. I hasn't used that before. It's to see what part is going to explode before the thermical bar shows up. And then you have the little red thing that's pointing up. It's the aerodynamical view. So here we don't see it, but you saw it before. So turning over and over to just break a little bit, but I completely forgot to take the science back in, I think. So maybe we'll lose science if this thing explodes. So we have to get this in one part, because if we do not get this in one part, if we do not get the science junior, I think, back home, we will not have all the science. And we can see the little Kerbal Space facilities out of here, so it's pretty nice. So yes, at one time gameplay speed, all the mission takes about 10 minutes of the episode, and after I cut and I put some parts of other missions. So I broke up with just opening the service bay. Some uses that as glitch to replace wheels, or on other I let you check some, I think it's Kerman, I don't know, the channel that makes some plane using this glitch, and other it's just short videos, you can watch it. So we will touch the ground, so you can subscribe and leave a like and comment. I know that I can tell this right now because no one will just be there at this part of the video, so no one will listen me make my disconnect, and boom, we exploded the part to not explode. So this is a problem. I don't know if I saved it. I hope I had saved it. I think I had saved it, because if I do not, it's a real problem. It's a real shame. So this is another mission, because there's quite a lot of tourists that want to go to space. So I made a lot of missions, and boom, directly to the re-entry, because we don't have time to let all the footages. I want short videos, not too short but not too long. So I cannot let all the rushes, it will be annoying for you to watch. So here's some science in the re-entry. It's the most important science. When you do science while your rocket is burning, it's like, oh, we can do money. Yes, it makes our life in danger, but we can do money, so we will do that. No matter what's going on, no matter who you are, where you are, if you have an occasion to do something, do it. So re-entry, I don't know what part of the mission I will use for miniatures for that, because I run out of ideas. In Kerbal Space it's always the same. To get back to fire, the beautiful parts that I can use to make YouTube icons, it's always the same. I can use that. Burning heads, it's nice. I think I will use that. So again, the whole thing is on fire. It's not very realistic, the look of the fires, but as you can see, there's this little red thing on the front of that. It's important. It's the aerodynamical indicator that shows us how the aerodynamic is going on, and boom, it exploded. So the part to not explode exploded. Obviously it's because it's too thin to resist to all of that explosions. So we only have the modules to get back, and they are burning, so it's not that much safe, and they are shaped in all the ways, but they seem pretty fine. So this capsule that was made for planes is actually burning after a re-entry and is perfectly fine, while real life missions have made for capsules. So the aerodynamical things are pretty big. It's because we have to break a lot. All the red things are just breaking things, and the blue is portents. It's the things that lift up our capsule. Anyways, so we will have to deploy parachutes. You can watch the following videos if you want to see a lot of interesting stuff in that game that will happen. And if you will not, I just let you enjoy your day. Thank you for watching, at least the moment where I'm talking. If you don't watch the video, but you can watch it, it will make me happy, and it will help YouTube to know that my video are just not that quality, but are more quality than they thought. So thank you, enjoy your day.